Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into the lyrics of a song called Silence and Shadows. We've got the text, and the plan is to really unpack the themes, the narrative,
hmm
maybe figure out what might have inspired it.
And the description we have is interesting too. 80s synth pop, synth rock, even power ballad. That immediately, suggests a certain sound, right?
Definitely, you can almost hear it. So verse 1 kicks things off. In the darkness of your mind, you hide away.
Yeah. And straight away, that contrast. A mask of charm where demons play. It sets up this whole hidden versus visible thing.
Exactly. It's not just hiding, it's like an active deception.
Yeah,
And that line, behind the glass you pull the strings, that feels very deliberate, very manipulative.
totally. Like the narrator is already suspicious, searching for something hidden. I'm searching for the truth you won't say.
Which leads us nicely into the chorus, where silence and shadows become the main idea, and it links them to the eyes.
Right. A cold reflection where innocence dies. That's pretty potent imagery, isn't it? Tying darkness to the eyes, the windows to the soul.
Yeah, suggesting something fundamentally broken or lost inside.
And it builds this power dynamic too. You feed on fear, you play the game. It's predatory.
But there's resistance.
Hmm.
But I won't break, I'll know your name.
The narrator isn't just a passive observer.
No, definitely not. And they mention hearing cries too. Silence and shadows, I hear the cries. So there's suffering happening, maybe unseen by others.
Okay, verse 2 then shifts a bit. We get this image of vulnerability, a lamb lost in the noise.
Uh-huh. Reinforces that predator idea from the chorus, but the narrator keeps going. I walk the path, though the road's unclear. There's determination there.
And then it gets really intense, almost uncomfortably close. You taste my thoughts, you breathe my skin.
Yeah, that's quite invasive, isn't it? It makes the narrators push back, but I won't let the darkness win feel even stronger.
And it draws a clear moral line. You tempt the light, but you live in sin.
Then the bridge. It adds another layer, maybe. Behind your words, a mirror of pain.
So, suggesting the manipulator might be driven by their own hurt. Could be. Like the mask isn't just for others, maybe it's hiding their own stuff too. You wear the mask, but you can't contain the hunger inside, the endless chase.
But even seeing that potential pain, the narrator keeps their guard up. But I won't let you see my face. There's still distance, still self-protection.
Right. And then, verse 3, this one feels different. More specific, maybe.
Definitely darker.
Yeah.
Down in the well, where the screams echo wide.
Ah.
That's
Ugh.
that's a terrifying image. Confinement, desperation.
Yeah, a life hangs in balance. There's nowhere to hide. And then, boom, the direct reference. Buffalo Bill and his twisted desire.
Okay, wow. That completely reframes things, doesn't it?
It really does. It locks it into themes from, the silence of the lambs, captivity, psychological terror, a very specific kind of predator.
Makes a narrator's line, but I'll burn through the dark with a spark of fire, seem even more urgent, more necessary.
Absolutely. And that final thought in the verse, the truth's in the silence, the voices retire. That's interesting. Suggesting truth isn't in what's said, but what's not said, or maybe in the quiet horror of the situation itself.
So the final chorus just kind of reinforces everything we've heard. The
Yeah.
darkness, the resilience, the witnessing.
Yeah, brings it all back home. And the outro gives this sense of resolution, or at least the narrator's resolve. In the silence, I'll find what's true.
But in the shadows, I see through you. A final statement of perception, of understanding the deception.
So yeah, piecing it all together, you get this really atmospheric story, mystery, definite fear, this intense confrontation, and thinking about that 80s synth sound.
Right. How does that musical style potentially play against these really dark, almost horror-like lyrics?
Yeah,
You could get this like catchy melody with something truly disturbing underneath.
exactly. It makes you wonder how that specific genre choice influences how we feel about the silence, the shadows, the monsters, both inner and literal, perhaps.
And that Buffalo Bill reference is so specific. What does pulling in that particular cultural touchstone tell us about the kind of impact the song wants to have? Definitely gives you something to think about.